was doing something about my condition. I wasn't just going to be sitting there waiting for the wheelchair for me to get in it.
No.
I was doing something.
That's right.
So it didn't just help my body, it helped my mind as well.
No.
Because I had something I could do about it. I wasn't just going to sit there helpless.
No, you were taking control.
Make sure to tune into this episode where I interview Anne, one of our rebuild clients, and learn how she went from wheelchair bound to walking with ease. Anne's story is truly inspiring. So before you're ready to give in to pain, take a listen and realise change is for everyone.
I am so pleased. In fact, I'm actually a bit shocked that we've got here. I hadn't realised how far I'd come.
Thank you, Anne, for joining me to share your story. I actually am very excited about this one because your story is pretty good, pretty cool, and you've come a very long way and it's very inspiring. And I just want to share it with everybody. So thank you for sharing.
I have come a very long way.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw the advert on Facebook saying, try my exercises. I was in a very dark place.
Yes.
I'd been told there were no exercises that could help me. Every day I was getting weaker. I was collapsed over like a half-shot knife, and I could actually see a wheelchair coming at me. So when I saw the exercises, try my exercises. Yes, okay, why not? 5 days, nothing. So that's what I did. And here I am, very much different now. Actually unrecognisable. The type of pain that I had then as well is a memory now. I don't have that anymore. Okay, I'm not pain-free. I do have aches and things, but the type of pain I had used to stop me, and I could not move. I could not literally move. So that's all completely different. That doesn't happen to me now because I am so much stronger.
And was it walking up the stairs? You found it hard to walk up down your stairs at home beforehand? The daily activities. What were the daily activities that you found really hard beforehand?
Everything was hard, and it was getting harder. And my posture was it was becoming rapid. The bending over was becoming a rapid problem. The daily exercise wasn't okay. I do a lot of bending because, housework, putting on the stove, emptying the dishwasher, this sort of stuff.
Yeah, the daily stuff. Yeah, that's right.
The daily stuff. It's all bending, and I couldn't do it.
No.
The pain wasn't, as I said, the pain is now a memory.
Yeah. What were your goals? So we did the 5-day challenge with me. Actually, how did you feel in that 5-day challenge where they were just the 5 days?
Well, at that point,
you go.
At that point, I was visiting a sports massage guy, like every 7 to 10 days, whenever he could fit me in. And he was releasing the muscles that I had, and I was fine for a little while. And then, as I said, it lasted maybe 7 to 10 days. And that was me back to where I was. Nothing progressed. And after I had done the 5 days with Lisa, I went back to my massage guy and said to him, look, because I was asking him to look at my posture, which had changed after 5 days exercise.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And it's amazing the amount of times people do just keep going to, their appointments and don't work on that connection. And those 5 days, we just worked on the foundations. We just worked on the very basics. And in 5 days, addressing these muscles, you actually improved your posture.
Yes, that's right. And the amazing thing was, I could do the exercises,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Because I was not in a place where I could do exercises. And that was what was wonderful about the exercises was, yes, I could do them. I could move.
Yeah, that's right.
This,
Yeah.
that was amazing in itself.
Yeah, they were doable. Okay, so then I remember our chat that we had, and you'd mentioned after the 5 days, you mentioned that you were like, oh my goodness, I haven't been able to do exercises. I found this, so let's start working together. Going back then, and I remember our call, but what were your initial goals when we first started working together after the 5 days?
Well, I was just so happy that I could move and that there was improvement. I'd been told by physiotherapists and a doctor that there were no exercises that would make any difference. So there you go, exercises that made a difference. So that was worth doing in itself. And where I was, there was no way forward.
That's right. And from
You
a
were
lady, the lady from the other
No,
side of the world.
Yes. Yes.
So let's go back. Okay, so we were wanting to just move. I know that you were just like, right, I don't need to be a big bodybuilder, which is not what we do anyway, but I just want to feel connected. I want to move properly. When we first started, talk me through what you felt. What kind of results did you feel in the beginning? What were the ones that sort of stood out to you that you're like, okay, well, this is good results?
Well, the major thing was because the major thing that helped my head at the time was I could do the exercises. I was doing something about my condition. I wasn't just going to be sitting there waiting for the wheelchair for me to get in it.
No.
I was doing something.
That's right.
So it didn't just help my body, it helped my mind as well.
No.
Because I had something I could do about it. I wasn't just going to sit there helpless.
No, you were taking control.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it. And along the journey, and because we've worked for a while, my priority is, education and teaching all my ladies in the program about the importance of muscle and the connection. So, and you took charge with that, with learning all muscles. I know our conversations. I feel like I'm speaking to another, physical therapist type thing because you really did learn. So.
Oh no, I wanted to know. That is, a lot of people won't, but I wanted to know how, because that's what I'm like anyway. I wanted to know how things worked so that I could help myself. I was desperate to know, actually.
Yeah, it's interesting though. It's interesting.
Well, I suppose it's one of these things that I probably maybe wanted to know but never did anything about,
Yeah. But knowing gives you long-term results. Knowing gives you the long-term results because you know now what to do, with the tools and how to connect.
Well, knowing yourself is power because you know how to do something about your problem. Yeah.
Exactly right. And then take it back to what we were just talking about before. You were telling me about the muscles that run up the spine and how beforehand you were hunched over, and now that these muscles are connected and working, the importance of posture.
Yes. My posture is so completely different.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe what the difference is, and the movement's so different as well.
That's right. You're walking from the very first.
I was at the point where I was going to have to get somebody to cut my toenails. This is not good, and put my socks on.
Yep.
No, I don't do that. I do my own toenails. I put my own socks on. There's not a problem. Not only that, I can stick my leg in the air if I want to while I'm doing that.
Yes.
Yes.
I love that. So feeling now, so going from nearly wheelchair bound, we were in a dark place, daily activities, were in pain. I actually want you to share the story. I will never ever forget it. Your first holiday you went while we're in the program. Did you go to Spain or
No, it's Madeira.
Madeira. That's right. And talk me through the activities that you were able to do there.
Well, suddenly I was going very far. Now in Madeira, they don't have tarmac or slabs or anything. Their paving is just like a jigsaw. It's little bits, so it's uneven. So when I got there, I hadn't gone to the old town properly, and that was where I wanted to go. And the old town is very, very uneven. Now, Madeira is a very hilly place anyway, and I come from a hilly place, but not as hilly as Madeira. Madeira, the inclines are really quite steep. So I found that I was walking for hours on these cobbled streets, and which were very, very uneven. And at that point, we were doing ankle stuff, the foot and hip connection. It was like one of those exercises I was doing that my ankles could go this way, that way, and whatever.
Yes.
It was and I was amazed, and my partner was amazed. So it was fantastic.
Yeah, and that was just doing connecting work. Do you know that was doing the connecting work?
I wouldn't. That would have been too painful for me to. By the time I got to Madeira, I could do that.
Yeah.
When I started, no way could I do that. I wasn't. And the thing was, I was getting rapidly worse, and my energy levels were just. I was down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
There was not much of me left. Everything was getting sucked into the pain.
That's right.
So
draining, frustrating, debilitating.
Yes, and I'm going,
pain is debilitating.
Yeah, but yes, you don't realise, and that you don't realise how frightened it makes you as well.
Exactly right. And that's why we've got Kelly the nutritionist, and we've also got Shireen the mindset specialist. But you really did,
they made such a big difference as well.
Yes.
The mind thing is really so important because the pain makes you so frightened, and you don't realise how much it's altering your attitude and your decision.
That's right.
And the nutrition, all the stuff that I thought I was doing to look after myself, and I found out, oh no, this is wrong. That's not what you do. So the nutrition has made, the nutritionist made a huge difference to me. I have lost an awful lot of weight. I won't say how much. It's a bit shocking.
But it has helped 100% though, hasn't it? Do you know?
It's a bit. I have dropped a couple of sizes.
Yeah. And you're looking great.
Yeah.
Looking great.
It's not because I'm not dieting. I'm just not eating stuff. Not eating stuff that's bad for me. And the trick is to find other stuff that you haven't tried that is actually good for you. The adventure of finding the new stuff is where you go. It's not about cutting out this. It's about finding new things that you haven't tried before that you like, that will actually not do you harm.
Exactly.
It will be good for you.
Exactly. Everything has just worked so well for you from where you were to now with the mindset, the movement, and the nutrition. And you mentioned your energy levels. How are your energy levels from then to now?
Well, my energy levels are, there's no comparison whatsoever. None.
Yeah.
There's none. I was more or less, the wheelchair was coming, but I was going to be not doing terribly much at all. My energy levels and what I can do, and there's just so much more of me now.
There is. Vibrant.
Yeah.
Well, when you could walk for hours on holidays.
I've got myself back, which is the big important thing.
100%.
That was what was going.
Yeah.
That was what was going. So, yes, I don't know how to compare the energies. There is no way. You can't define it at all.
A different person, a completely different person. So tell me, what were the aspects of the training or the exercises or the program, or what we did together? What did you enjoy the most? What were
Well, I liked the coaching calls because I wanted to learn. So that was my favourite bit, and that doesn't, not just you. I also enjoyed the other ones.
I like that. I like that. Not just you. I like everybody.
Because I learned other things as well,
100%.
which have been life-changing.
Yeah.
And I mean them
Yeah,
life-changing.
I
Yes.
know. Yeah, that's why I wanted to share your story, because it is life-changing, and so many people from where you were just stay there without realizing, hey, you know what, I don't have you running a marathon, I don't have you becoming a bodybuilder, but we connect through exercises that you can do.
Well, the other thing is, you always seem to just give me the right next set of exercises. I can remember there was one particular exercise, I won't say which one. When I got it, I thought, Lisa, there's no way. And then when I went to trial it, oh yes, I could.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
I didn't know that I had travelled that far, and oh yes, I could.
See?
Um,
Yeah, I love that. And the biggest thing, I suppose, for people who don't really understand is that I send you the information and I send you the exercises, the ins and outs and what's and who's and how's, for you to learn how to do it at home as well. So, do you know, and the exercises, like you were saying, like we build the intensity, one step at a time. Do you know, and we sat here plenty of times and I've said, right, and that one's gone because we need to keep challenging, and we keep challenging, and by the end of it, that block of say 2 weeks that we were doing at a time, you were nailing it.
yeah. Well, the thing is, you never set me anything that I couldn't do, which is that's the magic. When you're ill, as I said at the beginning, you couldn't move. I couldn't move. You can't move. You can't do. Can't do exercises apart from Letha's. Yes, you can do those.
That's right. But yeah, exactly right, because there are so many things that you can do, anybody can do, as long as it's altered to you. Do you know? What did you find most challenging? Let's be honest here. What did you find most challenging about the?
Well, there are days where you just think, oh, do I really want to do? I'm not feeling like it. That's, but then you think, if I don't do it, I'm not going to get any better. So you go and do it. But sometimes you think, oh, I don't want to. But if I don't do it, I'm not going to be any better tomorrow. I'm going to be even more tired.
That's that mindset shift. That's that mindset shift from being a dark place to going, well, if I don't, I won't be better tomorrow. Do you know? But I wasn't going to put you in the naughty corner if you didn't do it. Do you know? Like you, and I don't like to set out too much. So, we only want to do what we can do.
Well, yes. And actually, you've always measured up very well.
I'm wise. That's important.
The exercise that I got, and I went, wait, can I do this? And then I discovered, yes, I can.
Yes, you can. Well, what I wanted to talk about goals moving forward, but we're heading for hip replacement, which is something that's been needed, something that you need to have to improve range of motion.
Mm-hmm.
But if you had had that hip replacement before you started working with me, how do you think you would be compared to getting it done now?
I was not in a good place for that hip replacement, quite honestly. I think it would have been a bit dangerous because I really wasn't that fit. And I had quite a bit of weight that I don't have now. So actually, I'm in a much better, I'm not worried about it now because I'm well enough for that operation. And that's probably why they're asking me to do it now and didn't ask me to do it then, because it would have been a bit risky because I wasn't well enough. And I think there may be a lot of people like that where they're going, they're looking at the risks and going, do we really want to do this? Because it's a bit risky. But I think my risks have dropped. I know my risks have dropped. And that's why I'm being That's why I'm being offered it now.
That's right. And we've connected your muscles. So, you know, it's going to be trauma. Any operation is trauma to the body, but we've got your muscles in tip-top shape, do you know, and then come recovery-wise, your muscles have memory as well. So I'm not going to say that it's going to be a piece of cake, but it's going to be a lot better than if somebody who goes in for an operation and hasn't worked on their muscles, do you know? I'm very...
Well,
You're in a good place.
I noticed in a good place. I noticed the people that I saw at the hospital that were going through the operation, they are all fit. There are no poor souls or heavyweights there. They all look pretty good. So that's,
you're in that category. You're in the...
I'm in that category.
Good
I wasn't in that category. But I am now, thanks to the exercise and the nutrition.
But how proud are you of yourself? Do you know how proud are you of yourself for doing it though? Like,
well, I am so pleased. Yeah, I can't say. In fact, I'm actually a bit shocked that we've got here. I hadn't realised how far I'd come.
Amazing.
So when they phoned me and said, "Would you like an operation?" I was a bit stunned for about a week.
Because but you're in that, like you said, you're in the looking good and fit category, where beforehand you were at high risk. Your recovery was not going to be good. Your mental state would not have been fantastic, do you know? And now they know that you'll be able to do the rehab and you'll be able to recover. And do you know?
Oh yes, I'm on a fast recovery program. I'm on a fast recovery program.
This is amazing.
And they're expecting you to do the work. You know, you're the centre of the program. You do the work. That's how they're going. This program, yes, which is a big change for doctors, but that's exactly what they're saying. You are the centre of the program. It's up to you, and you know we can tell you what to do, and it's up to you. You're the one that is actually in charge of it.
It's so super inspiring, do you know, from where you were to how you are now. And I just want to get the story out there. I want to share your story, share your journey, because so many people just stay in that zone, do you know, and there's a way to actually get out of it. And I absolutely love it. And you have set yourself up there like the sky's the limit, and the sky's the limit. Do you know?
Yeah, well, yes.
Certainly is.
Yes.
Certainly is.
So, I mean, I was not going to stay. I mean, anyway, you know, I was just looking for anyway, because out of this rabbit hole that I was going right down, it was terrible.
Yeah.
And it was so rapid. You know, it stopped being slow and it started to be very fast. It was becoming less and less of me.
That's right. When there's a wheelchair coming your way, that's scary.
Yes.
But thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate that. Sharing your journey, and obviously I will be in close contact with you throughout your hip surgery, and we'll be bouncing you back in no time at all. But thank you very much.
That's a wrap on yet another episode. If you love the info, don't be shy. Make sure to like, follow, or subscribe, whichever platform you're on. Once again, share this on your socials, whether it's Insta or Facebook, and make sure you tag me in it at Lisa McLean or at Rebuild Program. Whether you're in chronic pain, have a nagging injury, an athlete who wants to improve your performance, or just want to be more efficient and be a better you, then this podcast is for you. And stay up to date by liking, following, or subscribing to be notified of any new episodes coming your way. On that note, I'm going to leave you until the next time, but make it your mission to be more aware and to be a better you.